Hey everyone, it's Neptorka here, back for another reaction video. We finally have our Winter Hero banner for the month, well, for December obviously, but for the year of 2025. I've been excited for this because there's been a kind of a slate of heroes that I just haven't been too interested in, so I'm ready to dump some orbs, so hopefully we get something good. I think for sure Sather is the one on the left in the silhouettes. You know, could be wrong, but that has to be Sather. I'm a little disappointed that they're still doing OCs. Like they just, I don't know. It's really weird. It's like they've lost the plot. But who knows? I could have been wrong. So let's take a look and see what we get for this year's winter banner. It's called Gift I'll Give Again. Ooh, I like that new opening. It's pretty cool. Is that Gatekeeper?
Funny, I'm used to keeping people out, and now here I am sneaking into strangers' houses.
Okay, that's awesome. I don't like that he's... I really don't like that he's armored, but... You know... Can't win them all. There will be people who complain about it. I guarantee
right
you,
on
he's
schedule.
such a popular unit.
I'll deliver the gifts.
I'll deliver the gifts. Dude, I wonder if that guy, whenever... Gosh, did he have any voice lines in Three Houses? Or did they have to find a voice actor for Fire Emblem Heroes? I actually don't know that.
Snowing already.
I think maybe he did have a voice
Don't let
actor.
your guard down.
Here!
Nothing to report. I just put that unit in my barracks because it can't be used. Okay, it was Sather. I mean, it looked like her. Ooh.
As I am a goddess, I shall bestow
She
gifts
looks
upon the
good.
children of Midgard. I shall deliver.
Okay, she's going the same. Oh, she's got that. Is that a 2?
Whatever you need.
I wonder if that's a 2 canto, or that's like one of those weird cantos that came out during the Thief banner, because I always thought that was cool. Future guided. Okay. There's a lot there. A sudden AoE special. Gar looks really good. Alright, who's the male demo? We know it's coming. Is that Ash? Nope. That's Alfred.
Leave the heavy gifts to me.
Yes, so it was
I'll make carrying
Alfred.
them a part of my training.
He got the demote treatment. Oh, maybe he didn't. He's gonna get a full kit. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, he's not a demo. Nice, nice. He's armored though, so once again, one I'm not too fond of. Even his allies get beefier with each turn. That's not usually a
For
translation
my
you see.
sister!
A joyous gift.
Okay. So he's a near Amphar
In
saber?
one hit!
Wow, that did
Disperse with the
nothing.
snow.
He must have, I bet he has a lot of defense, just like his other version. Who is this?
Let us celebrate together, Camilla.
Camilla and Ivy?
You are very close. It's chilly out. We should share our warmth, Princess Ivy. Such beautiful
Okay.
snow.
I'll take it.
I'll warm you up.
Oh wait, they're melee? No. I must have read that wrong. Oh my gosh. This unit is going to be so busted. Like, Ivy's offensive prowess with freaking Camilla, who is... They've basically taken young Camilla and made that her staple. Forget the poison that she had on her legendary version. They've been like, nah.
I will freeze you.
Okay. She's gonna hit really hard, man. 78, 49, 28, and 57 res. Dude, that's a lot of speed for someone who has so much attack and res. That's really freaking stacked. Resonance Blaze, Resonant Shields, Divine Bane, Haze. Okay.
Are they
Yeah,
good
it seems like
children?
they've dumped Legendary Camilla's niche
naughty
and instead
child.
gone with what young Camilla got. Which is interesting. I didn't think they
I
would
don't
ever
mind
do
the
that.
cold. I'll warm you up.
Cena so busted, man. I love these Ivy.
Celebrating together.
You know, my biggest problem with Ivy were, of course, the bold colors that came with Engage, but also the little hair piece she had, which was the stupidest thing ever. And all these alts that she's getting, they fix it, and it looks so good. All right, who do we got for a? Who do we got? Is that Actually, I don't know who that is. That looks like it's going to be a dagger unit, and by the looks of it, it's an armored dagger unit. All right, let me go through. First of all, I love the artwork. Looks amazing. But let me go through and look at all the heroes, and then I'll be back with, kind of a verdict, and I'll break it down. All right, everyone. I've taken a look at them all, and this time I'm going to do something different that I haven't done before. I'm going to go through and rank them from the worst value to the best value on the banner. And I'll also give you whether or not it's my favorite or not. But let's go ahead and get to the worst value, which unfortunately is going to be Alfred. Alfred, he's in the demote position, but he is not a demote. So do take note of that. But just so you know, kind of the niche for all of these weapons is going to be this plus 25 damage and then a damage reduction in addition to that. And so everyone is basically getting that in their weapon of some type for this. Now, the issue with Alfred is that it's entirely... it's going to be entirely based on his defensive talent. I don't know how high his defense is going to be. It's probably going to be very high, but it's not going to be enough to really do a real big difference in terms of basically a physical, yes, he is a physical savior unit. So, and also, a lot of his kit revolves around great talents, which is unfortunate. So he kind of needs some setup to get going, and that's one of the things that's really going to bring him down in this one. If you want to go for him, go for him. He'd probably... We're looking at about the same value as the most... I can't even think of her name. The most recent dragon or beast unit that came out on the double harmonic banner with Ike and Lynn. Whoever that beast lady is. I can't even think of her name because she came out of nowhere. It's not going to be top of the line defensive unit, but if you want to go for it, use it, you can. Otherwise, this is the one I would skip going forward. Now, for number 2, I'm going to say that that's Sather, okay? Her artwork is incredible. I think her artwork is so cool. And actually, I'm very impressed with pretty much all the artwork on this banner. But basically, first of all, she's going to get that, your standard buffs, and then you get that plus 25 damage and then reduction by 15. That's happening for everyone. She has a lot of support built into her kit in terms of debuffing right at the beginning. And then if you look further on, she also has the attack res favor. Favor. But the big stuff is at the end with Future Guided, which is kind of builds on her old New Year's duo. I believe it was a duo unit with Haether or Heirun. I can't remember how it's pronounced. But that version was a very strong unit. This is going to be a really strong nuking unit, but at the same time, this is more niche than just your generalized nuking unit that can be better at everything. I don't think this is going to be better than Duo or Harmonic Lyn / Lucina that just came out, but it's going to be very strong, and it's going to take some more, it's not simple nuking. Like, it's going to take some more mental in order to go through this because of how Time's Grip and Gravity works. Now, Gravity is pretty simple, but Time's Grip in particular. And I can't remember if Gravity was on the old Sather back from, gosh, it was like 2 years ago for the New Year's event. If it was, great, but the Gravity kind of just makes it so that if someone gets rezzed, they can't, not rezzed, if they get danced, they can't just, like, get past Time's Grip, okay? They're still going to have Gravity on them. So, it's just something to think about. But overall, this is going to be a really good nuke, but at the same time, it's going to take some, some thoughtful play in order to get the most use out of her. So, if you're willing to do that, and this is your area of play style, which, I mean, it is for me, but for a lot of people, it may not be, maybe people are more tank down, then I would avoid this unit. But if this is your play style, go for it. And, you're going to be playing around Future Guided here. Now, the second best unit on this banner is this Gatekeeper. This Gatekeeper's nuts. He may become the new best ranged Far Savior. He hits hard. He has the reflect that Black Knight has coming in, and he won't be, like, you don't need the blessing. He might be the new best ranged defensive unit in the game. Extremely good. I believe, let's see, do they still have the, so he doesn't have the plus 25 damage, I don't think, or he may get it later on, I can't remember. No, he does not have it, so he does not get that plus 25 damage. However, I believe he still gets the reduces damage by 15, and then he also gets other things to increase his defensive capability, and then also units or allies' next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foes' first attack damage prior to reductions, and that's basically Black Knight's, what the reflect damage that just does a ton. So that's going to be so good for just counter-attacking and doing a lot of damage. This guy is not going to double anything in the world, so he needs that hit to hit really hard. And at the same time, it's going to be really hard to double him because of, the buffs that he has. And then if you look further in Festive Report, it has Share Spoils, which is an awesome debuff to have. And, it's your general Gatekeeper, no warping, no pass, nothing, you cannot pass if you do not have the skill pass, basically. It's the Gandalf spec, okay? Overall, I just, man, he's going to nuke back so hard. It's going to be really hard to take this unit down. It's possible that his defensive capabilities are not going to be as strong as Black Knight, Legendary Black Knight, but overall, I think as an overall unit, I think in terms of, no warping, room, kind of movement reduction, he's going to end up being probably the number one or close to the top Far Savior in the entire game. Really good unit. And that leaves us to this busted unit. I forgot to say this about Sather, but if you are a person who really likes the Crom and Lucina playstyles of being able to reposition and then move again, they're giving it to more units, and I love that. I know it kind of takes away from Crom, but I love that ability to do that, and you know, Sather has it, and it's going to make her very useful in that regard. But the best unit on this banner is this Ivy Camilla. They basically took the best of both worlds. They have officially dumped Camilla's like defining feature. Every unit basically gets a defining feature at some point, especially if they're an important unit. Camilla's defining feature used to be, you know, kind of the basically the pre-damage poison, and that's kind of gone away. They decided to go with the young Camilla version of doing things, and so now this unit is just a warping high damage nuking monster. This is probably the best nuker in the game now. You know, once again, just like the other units, she has plus 25 damage, and then the reduction of 15. She's got buffs for her allies. She doesn't have any lower. She disables the adaptive damage that comes through. And then with this tunnel vision, she has massive movement potential, especially if you have a support partner on the map. And then she also is able to get past units like Freyr, who, you know, will cleanse units. She's able to grant, or sorry, not Freyr, but the basically the units that will strip you from the beginning. She's able to give it at the beginning of player phase or enemy phase. She's able to give Potent Follow and Anathema to unit and allies within 2 spaces. She's a quad attacker or quint attacker. You know, depending on it, she has Miracle. It's just, there's so much built into this one ability. It makes her really strong. And then she's got Speed Res Havoc and Crux Ploy on top of that. She just has everything. Massive debuffing, massive buffing, and her own personal damage on top of it. This is by far the best unit on the banner, in my humble opinion. Even if you are more of a tank down player, I think this one's just way too useful to have. So definitely in that order, I think the best pickup is going to be Ivy, then Gatekeeper, then Sather, and then unfortunately Alfred is really kind of a skip. Basically, especially since you can pity on all the units are going to be strong. If you want to stop early, I honestly, Alfred can be a skip. He's really on a tier below that. And then when you look at Gatekeeper and Sather, they're on a tier above that, depending on what style you play in the game. And then lastly, this is Ivy's one of those units I think that's universal. It can be good with anybody in any play style in the game because she's just so strong in that, you know, in that regard. So definitely something you should go for. Overall, I think we got an awesome Christmas banner. I love all the art. You know, that's kind of why I still play Fire Emblem. I love the art, and they did a great job with this. So pretty excited for this, and I like the uniqueness of it. Somebody mentioned we might get Citrine on it, and I was really hopeful, but we got Sather instead, and I kind of agree that silhouette was Sather. But you know, who knows? Now with an Ivy, maybe we'll get Citrine in the future. She's one of my favorites from the game. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope this helped you, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Neptorka out. See you guys.